All right, first character that we got is Lucifer Morningstar, very famous from the show Lucifer, obviously.
Also very famous for the Bible.
Yes, yes, just alone. This is the DC version, obviously. Full name is Lucifer Morningstar, formerly known as Samael. So before his fall, he is a fallen demiurgic archangel. That's his species.
Was demiurgic.
Demiurgic means earth created or earth material made angel. So he's not like he's not the presence, basically. Like he was made from something.
Oh, so he's actually physically formed?
Yeah. So kind of like he's still a multiversal character, but he was created by somebody above him, which is the presence. His place of origin was heaven. He also has Lucifer's creation and hell. A team affiliations are Loki, Amenadiel, Mezakine, Amenadiel, Cain, Abel, Elaine Bellic. Let's see here. He's also known as the Lightbringer, Satan, the Lord of Lies, the Devil, the Prince of the East, the Morning Star, the Sunlighter of God, the Adversary, and Old Scratch.
Old Scratch?
Yeah.
Huh.
Old Scratch. So, in the earlier related series, The Sandman, written by Neil Gaiman, Lucifer abandoned his lordship over hell. While Lucifer had previously appeared in various stereotypical guises in the earlier DC comic books, Gaiman's version was premised on English poet and prose writer John Milton's Paradise Lost.
Okay.
So that's where he comes from and the idea comes from. At Gaiman's request of the artist, Lucifer looks like David Bowie at the time.
Jesus.
That's why he's got the blonde, shorter hair. And in The Sandman, Lucifer had ruled over hell for 10 billion years after rebelling 3 seconds after creation.
Damn, he didn't waste any time.
No. 3 seconds.
Let me tell you how to run this place real quick.
Over that time, he had manipulated the various demons of hell against each other, provided a place for dead mortals to be tormented, and led a war against heaven. However, at some point during his rule, he had become bored with his existence. He became tired of the various stereotypes and prejudices that mortals held over the devil, such as the idea that he purchased and traded for souls, which was largely untrue, and that he forced mortals to commit evil acts. He had become tired of his reign over hell and felt it an unfair punishment, and that he should have to rule over there forever simply because he had rebelled. Like, it's the woe is me formula, only from the devil instead of from,
Like I didn't know there would be consequences to my actions. This is bullshit.
Basically, yes, that was the whole point. In the Sandman story, Seasons of Mists, Lucifer expels all the demons and damned souls from hell before closing hell's gates and handing over the key of hell.
Ever get the fuck out.
Yep.
Get the fuck. He just fucking throws them out. Where are we supposed to go? I don't give a fuck. Get out.
And he handed the key of hell to Dream of the Endless, the title character of the Sandman series. Eventually, control over hell was handed over to 2 angels, Duma, the angel of silence, and Remiel, set over those who rise, while Lucifer simply retired to Earth, initially to Perth, Western Australia, and later to L.A. By the end of the series, however, it is revealed that hell was not a punishment but a gift. Being the furthest possible place from the throne of light, Lucifer could be separated from God as far as possible.
Damn.
Lucifer never created the physical features of hell. Hell created itself around him.
So made itself into flames and brimstone?
Yes, because of the way he is. Not because he created hell. It's like it just formed around him, like the idea of hell itself. And it was the furthest place from God that God could send him.
Jesus.
It's like, oh, you want to rebel and you don't want to be around me? Fine. Fucking get the hell out of here then. So, Lucifer was the main character of an eponymous series that ran for 75 issues, plus the Lucifer Nirvana one-shot, from June 2000 to August 2006. The entire run was set, the entire run of which was written by Mike Carey. To carry the essence of the character was, in his words, "We play safe, most of us do, most of the time, but Lucifer doesn't know the meaning of safe, and he never bothers to look down at the tram lines. He does, however, and whatever the hell he likes. Picks his fights where he finds them and generally wins, following his own will and his own instincts, to the very end of the line no matter what the obstacles are." So in the series, Lucifer runs a piano bar. Kind of like
somewhere that says you gotta make money somehow.
Yeah.
Rent still.
It called Lux in Los Angeles. So basically like the TV show.
Okay.
Lucifer is portrayed as a sophisticated and charming man in accordance with the stereotypical gentleman devil. The theme of the Lucifer series revolves around the free will problem. Carrie's Lucifer is a figure representing the will and individual willpower who challenges the tyranny of predestination. While in heaven's eyes this is a blasphemy, Lucifer points out that the rebellion and indeed all sin and damnation are consequences were pre-planned by his creator God. Lucifer rejects God's rule and moral philosophy as tyrannical and unjust. The violent, aggressive, totalitarian, vengeful, and dictatorial aspects of heaven's rule are represented mostly by the angel Amenadiel, who has a particular hatred of Lucifer and leads attacks of various kinds against him. The attacks includes verbal criticism. Ooh, that just hurts so much. Marshalling the host of heaven, basically, and attacks of him. Let's see here. As well as challenging him to individual combat. Almost all of it without the slightest care for the countless innocent, unwilling, and unwitted victims that he is more than willing to sacrifice for his own pride. For his part, Lucifer disdains Amenadiel, treating the latter's emotional outbursts with contempt, and repeatedly defeats Amenadiel's assaults with well-orchestrated hidden plans. Ironically, however, it is often difficult to discern when Lucifer acts as a slave to predestination and when he effectively acts according to his own free will. So it's like, is it free will? Is it predestination? You can't really tell because it's kind of the same thing.
Okay, Final Destination where you all die?
Yeah. Elaborate codes of conduct and schemes of entrapment based on those codes are vital elements of the DC Vertigo magical universe. Lucifer appears as a master of these arts. In an encounter during the first Sandman story arc, a weakened Dream outsmarts Lucifer. Lucifer first swears revenge on Dream, but later comes to accept Dream's critique of his role and his project as Lord of Hell. This inspires Lucifer's abdication, a vital element of the Sandman saga and the point of departure to the Lucifer series. For Lucifer, his word is his bond. As David Easterman, a character who sees himself as a victim of Lucifer, puts it, when the devil wants you to do something, he doesn't lie at all. He tells you the exact, literal truth, and he lets you find your own way to hell, which is kind of true. Like, the devil's not going to lie to you. He's going to omit truths. It's not going to be a flat out lie usually. Despite his theological title as Lord of Lies, the refusal to lie is central to the moral position of the character. He sees himself as a neutral or a moral facilitator of forces within the individuals, and Lucifer actively and effectively combats what he regards as corrupting moral codes. While he avoids lying, his morality seldom extends to compassion, and Lucifer regards the sacrifice of millions of souls as unimportant collateral damage. There are few, if any, beings that he respects, and even fewer for whom he cares. As the series opened in 2000, Lucifer's restful retirement was disturbed by a series of associates from his past. After various catalytic events, he endeavored to create a universe in competition with, and presumably against the wishes of, his father, Yahweh. This puts him on a
Yahweh, the porn, the age of the hentai? Yahweh?
Not Yahweh. Yahweh.
That was
Yahweh.
Like, you remember the
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Not Yahweh.
I fucking love those episodes of South Park.
Not Boylo.
When they try so hard to get Tweak and Craig to get together.
And then they eventually do.
And then they break up and like it breaks everyone's heart.
Yeah, where the Asian girls are painting pictures of them walking away from each other.
I was like, oh man, why can't they just love each other? Why do they gotta do this to each other?
No, this is the Yahweh of YWHW.
I was so invested in them being together.
I know you were. This puts him on a collision course with several powerful mystical entities that have a vested interest in the new creation and draws the angelic host into the fray, including his brother, the archangel Michael Diamorgos, and his niece, Elaine Bullock. The series paralleled the Sandman in several ways, with epic fantasy stories being told in arcs separated by one-shot episodes depicting a smaller, more personal tale. Unlike the Sandman, the series has a consistent art team in Peter Gross and Ryan Kelly. with most of the odd issues illustrated by Dean Ormston. Let's see here. The series ended in 2006 with issue number 75, and has thus been collected into 11 books with one-shot issue Lucifer Nirvana, published as a smaller graphic novel. When Lucifer ventures outside of creation, he sees something resembling the comics pages themselves. At the end of the Lucifer story arc, God and the devil are no longer part of the universe, and a former human, Elaine Belloc, is instead presiding over it.
Elaine Belloc, that's an odd name.
Yep. It's Lucifer's daughter.
Oh.
Or Michael, it's Michael's daughter, but Lucifer is her uncle. New concepts for the heaven and hell are created, inspired and influenced by other human or superhuman characters in the story. The new situation is described on several occasions by the fallen cherubs Gaudium and Spera. In essence, it is growing up, i.e., the need to find one's own truth and values without being directed by parents, elders, teachers, authority figures, etc. So Lucifer himself, his whole identity having been forged by that same motive, scoffs at his father's final offer to merge their beings, described by God as a potlatch, so that they can finally understand one another's perspective, as this would be the final expression of God's will, even when delivered from outside the plan, as he puts it. Lucifer finds the ultimate expression of his own defiant will by refusing the bargain and traveling beyond his father's influence into the undefined void, basically outside of the DC universe, where he leaves the entire universe.
He'd be like, I bet Marvel, it won't be this bad for me. He just fucking dips into Marvel.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Fucking funny as hell.
Just fuck up Mephisto.
They sickly bought just one of the DC characters.
Yeah.
Just shows up in Marvel. What's up?
Because think about it, Mephisto is like the Marvel devil almost, aside from the one below all. But
fucking Mephisto.
But like Lucifer would fuck him up like to no end.
Play nice house you got here.
Just boom. So during the New 52, the New 52 rebooted DC's continuity. In this new timeline, Lucifer is much more influenced by traditional Christian theology. He is depicted as a malevolent, sadistic, and cunning fallen angel who is the ruler of hell and seeks to possess human souls. He is held with great respect and fear by the denizens of hell, who serve and obey him like a king. Lucifer himself, however, is mostly bored with his existence whenever a group known as the Demon Knights are captured by him during the Middle Ages, and passes the time by finding small amusements, such as watching the struggles and falls of Etrigan the Demon. Like, you failed again. Lucifer made a more physical appearance in I, Vampire number 19, after being tipped by John Constantine, I guess supposed to be tricked by John Constantine into destroying Cain. Lucifer immediately sentences Cain and drags him into hell. Though a being claiming to be him has appeared in the modern age of DC Comics to the superhero Deadman. So it's a weird, like, kind of, since we've been using the word a lot today, paradox. So basically, the New 52 fucked him over again. You know, like it did all. Like that's gonna be a running theme with these character spotlights that we do. The New 52 fucked up a lot of comics. Like Lucifer went from being like an almost omnipotent being to he's just like a little bitch. Can't really do nothing. Stuck in hell. Hates it. Trading souls.
So I don't like it here.
Yeah. So powers and ability. Lucifer is continuously described as a celestial being of incalculable power due to his dominion over the very substance and knowledge of the formation of creation. Through his understanding, Lucifer can shape the matter and foundation of the creation into anything he can imagine, including matter, energy, and more abstract concepts, such as time. He once shaped the Big Bang energies released by the death of his brother Michael into a new universe. In some ways, this makes him the most disadvantaged, though not the weakest, at the higher host of the higher angelic host. He needs existing matter to provide the foundation for him to shape. He may choose to temporarily abandon his powers, including his immortality. In the story titled Lilith, it is logically implied that God could destroy him at his own whim anytime he wants to. Which makes Lucifer sometimes wonder why he has not dealt with him basically already. Like, why is he letting me live? Like, he could fucking just destroy me. Why hasn't he?
Wait, I got a great thing. Great. I got a great thing for you to add to the video for that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Pause this video. All right, guys, we just have a good addition to the YouTube video.
He is so dangerous and unpredictable that even death does not apply to him. He is also able to draw out a human's deepest desires, but due to his own belief,
I'm a simple man. Big titties, big ass.
we know what you desire. But due to his belief in free will, he allows them to choose whether or not they should act on them, even if they make the choice of at an unconscious level. Lucifer always tells the truth, but makes it like other trickster deities and spirits will sometimes conveniently omit key details to fool others into doing it.
Oh, so he won't let you read the fine print.
Yeah.
It's like, see Article 17, Section 3, you forgot to read this part.
Yeah.
Will be anally probed 47 times in one day.
Yes.
It's like,
So he doesn't lie, but he won't tell you the whole truth. So, like, it's kind of like this right here.
So he's a lawyer.
Yeah, so basically it'll be like, this pill will fix your erectile dysfunction, but it doesn't tell you it'll cause a heart
I
attack.
give you a vagina. You're like, oh. See, you don't have a dick, so you don't have erectile dysfunction. And he's like, he does like the shotgun.
The gun hand.
Yeah, I would be fucking lit.
But that's basically, like he won't lie technically. He'll just omit the truth a little bit, He is never without the formidable resources of his brilliant intellect and his unbending will or inner strength, which allow him to defy and confront his father, as well as many other formidable opponents, without fear or doubt. Although Lucifer's overt exercise of power is limited in the books, if he is provoked by violence, his preference seems to be to use fire and light as a weapon. His original role was God's lamplighter. So not the boys, not
watching all his pornography before he fucking blows his he just lights himself on fire.
Self-immolates.
Yeah, basically.
In which he used his will to condense clouds of hydrogen into star masses and set them alight. As terrifying as they are, brief battles with Lucifer usually begin and end with him drawing down the flames of a superheated main sequence star and incinerating to ash anything in the immediate area. Beyond his godly powers as an archangel, Lucifer possesses the common powers appropriate to an archangel of his position. So superhuman strength, superhuman durability, flight, acidic blood, which is weird.
There's an alien from Aliens.
Basically, another way to look at it is he bleeds willpower, as depicted as he reaches Yggdrasil and the wolf beyond the tree, or beneath the tree series arc. He also possesses a devastating sonic cry, telepathy, and the power to speak to and understand animals. In addition, he is a psychopomp, being able to bring back from death any individual who he himself has slain. So if he kills you, he can bring you back, which is really fucked up. And we're not even going to go into the New 52 because nobody cares about the New 52 stuff. At least I'm going to assume most people don't, except for Dan Didio. He's the only one that cared about the New 52.